A Pacers championship would change NBA history forever. So as of right now, the series is tied 2-2, going back into OKC for Game 5. And before we even reflect on Game 5, I think we really need to acknowledge what can happen if the Pacers are able to pull it off. Coming into the series, a lot of people counted the Pacers out. I mean, and I can't blame them. OKC had 68 wins this year and the MVP. But now it's looking like a real chance that the Pacers can actually beat the Thunder. And if they're able to do it, it would statistically be the second most difficult championship in NBA history. Now, of course, nothing is probably going to beat this championship that Dirk got over the Big Three Heat, but this Pacers win is darn close and definitely the best that we have seen since then. I mean, a lot of people counted Indiana out despite them having the best record in the East since January and being the far better team in the East than everybody else except for the Celtics and the Cavs before they got injured. But I think we've seen so far this series, the Pacers are legit and they haven't had a cakewalk here. You have to face Milwaukee, who I get it. They were injured. Dame was out. Dame was back for like a game. Then he gets injured again. But in round two, you face the number one seeded Cavs and you take care of them quite easily. And then in round three, the conference finals, you face the Knicks, a Knicks team that just beat the number two seeded Celtics. And you take them to 6 games and beat them on your home floor. And in both of those series, nobody expected you to win either one. And yet and still, you're in the finals against the Thunder, in which nobody expected you to win again. But they're 2 games away from actually doing it and making this a reality. This win would affect the NBA in so many ways. The first one would be the way that we see teams built and the way teams go about schematically writing up things. This Pacers team is predicated on ball movement, assist, and getting the best shot, which is evidenced by them leading the league in assists during the playoffs with 27.6. And I could see a real possibility where we see more teams start to adopt this and get and build offenses and get coaches that focus on mainly moving the ball around, getting the best shot possible in every possession. And then, as evidenced by this, we're going to see a lot of teams realize that in this parity era, they have a real shot to win the championship. So we're going to see a lot of teams who are the more Magic or the Hawks, who might be right on that bridge of play-in to playoff contenders, start to make moves that they think can really shift their team to being a serious team competing in the Eastern Conference. And then the Celtics not being the threat that they're going to be next year, and the Cavs obviously showing us that they might not be fully ready for prime time, might have a lot of teams in the East try to take big swings. And if the Pacers are really able to do it, a lot of teams are going to feel like they have a shot too. They just got to pace themselves a little bit. Pace themselves? Come on. Lock in, bro. Like what?